All right, I gotta run over here. Uh,
All right. Let's try and catch something. What are we going to catch? Atch, atch, atch.
wow.
Well, these are the moments. I'm pretty sure it's just you and I, so boom.
Yeah, it's just you and I right now, but we've only been
Oh
live for
shit.
1 minute.
I'm pretty sure it's just. All right. Now we're muted. I had the other browser. Whew. Fuck.
Wait. How many
Come in,
gerbils on
bug out.
this page?
I'm sorry, late. Bug out, come join us. Fuck, we can have a fucking sweet conversation. Come on, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Witness protection for all.
Witness protection. That's funny.
Yeah.
Is
well,
it Trojan?
He always jokes that because I wear the hat, he's like, oh, she must be in witness protection. We can't see her face, you know?
I was just saying, is it the Trojan ends? You're talking about protection.
You know what, though? You've seen it, and well, you can use your microphone, bug out. Shit.
Yeah, no, if he's in a location as I think he's in, he can't even use the microphone. I've been in that situation a couple of times. Hell, I was in a live stream just earlier.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Couldn't show much of my brother's place, so my brother's family, and for good reason.
Yeah. It's okay. So, I went to see Hawk, right?
Yep.
So far, I have rolled. This is as many as I can hold. This many. That's as many as I can hold. But my point is this is the baggie that I'm working out of to try and roll these, see how the full level is of this tobacco. And I have all of those, which has taken me like 2 hours. And I haven't even dented it.
So you're rolling cigarettes.
Cigarettes all day.
See, I don't even normally roll cigarettes. I just pack my pipe.
Yeah.
Call it good.
Well, Nikki was talking about how the tobacco is so much less expensive if you just buy the packets of it and it doesn't have the additives. You can get bags full and do it yourself. I am legit going to start doing that because a carton in the Northwest is about $100.
Yeah.
You know?
That's $80 down here. It ain't.
Yeah.
Last I bought a freaking carton. Jeez.
I go to the reservation.
More now. I mean, look, it's like $10 for a freaking pack of smokes down here.
Yeah, all day. All day. And smoking cigarettes, it's kind of like a habit. So rolling the tobacco, 100%.
Oh, they're both wrong.
Yeah.
Pack everybody in.
Dog. Yay.
What's up, bro?
Nice. You,
My sound is terrible, y'all.
it's all good. Mine isn't great. We all work with it.
I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna try my earbuds, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Did it work? Did it work or no? Zero sound?
Can you hear us talking? Oh.
No, he backed out real quick.
Okay.
I think he was reconnecting or something. You got to connect his earbuds through via Bluetooth or something. That's what that looked like. Those were wireless, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bitch, dude. You know what's amazing is legit, if Bug Out is the only person here and it's me and you and Bullfrog and Bug Out, that's pretty much the coolest fucking thing ever. Hey, Eddie, what's up?
Yeah, Eddie just walks into the room. Like, yeah. Bullshit. You're not alone.
No offense intended, Eddie. Legit. I just thought it was funny because all we had was one person. It's all good, man. I love Eddie. All right, what are we doing? Trivia, music, fucking shit stories. Gotta get something.
Can you hear us now?
Yep, I can hear y'all now.
All right.
Nice.
All good.
Lucky.
What? I was trying my earbuds out. Like a lot of people say the earbuds make it better to do a live chat, but mine won't. It's like really low. I don't know what it is.
Do yours have a cord or are they Bluetooth?
They're Bluetooth, yeah.
All right, so it might have been that they were just not charged or they hadn't synced.
Yeah.
Or there's one other option. They just suck.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I have a couple of Bluetooth items,
They're
and
charging, and that's them too. They're Under Armour. I paid $200 for these things. So, I mean, there's one bar left. I don't know, but there's two red lights. That's each one of them, and they're charging.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm joking, brother.
Yeah,
Okay, my bad.
yeah,
I didn't know.
yeah.
I mean, they're actually badass, dude. But for some reason, on they're JBL by Under Armour, and I love them. Like I love listening to like audiobooks and horror stories on tape. Like I love storytelling, so I listen to that a lot of times before I go to sleep, and I use these. I don't know why they won't work on a live stream. It's kind of weird because they have great quality sound.
The thing is, if I use any Bluetooth stuff, it actually scrambles up my Wi-Fi signal because it adds another thing to juice in. So I don't think it's about the equipment. I think, for me, the cause that's why I never use a headset or like a microphone or something with the thing, because it completely stops my signal from hitting the computer at all. So
you sound great. You sound great, and Blaine sounds great. Blaine's got he always has earbuds in, I think. Pretty much, yeah. He's always got his in. And I'm trying to figure out.
I don't always have my earbuds in.
I thought you usually do anyway. So I'm sorry.
No,
my webcam is plugged in by a USB. It's not by Bluetooth. It's not remote. It's plugged in directly, and then I unplug it. So,
but your mic sounds good. That's what I'm saying. Like
It's connected to the webcam.
really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of stupid. I'm a idiot when it comes to this stuff. That's me and Virginia were already talking about, and Nikki were talking about. I want to upgrade my stuff so I can do a little better. My phone's at 90% now. I'm using I've got Verizon Wireless, the unlimited plan, and I have a Ultra 21, the newest phone I have, but it still craps out on me sometimes. So I want to go to like a laptop or something. I don't know what people use. And Virginia, you were saying something about a desktop is the best way to go.
Well, I like a desktop because it's not immediately remotely accessed. Plus, all laptops nowadays come with a built-in webcam. So what I have is a desktop, and I got a monitor. You can use an old TV monitor, and then I have an external webcam. The speaker is built into the webcam, not into the monitor. So if I take the webcam off of the USB cord of the brain of the desktop, no one's going to really be able to view me remotely. Now, laptops, the mobility is great, all of that. But in my opinion, they are easier to access.
I got you. Like hack, you mean like access
Yes.
like hack. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot when it comes to this stuff.
Yes.
But like Blade stuff, he looks good. I mean, his picture is great. His sound quality is great. That's why I didn't know. I know you for your earbuds a good bit, but I don't know what he uses. But I'm trying to learn like what I should get to do better. And later on, I might want to be a content creator. So I wanted to make like a good investment on something that does everything. Like you were saying, sometimes gamers have the better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you called it, but you said gamers have like a better laptops that can handle that kind of load.
Computers in general, their processing and ability to save and manipulate and control information. The gamer computers, whether laptop or desktop, have some of the best processing as far as something you can buy over the counter, you know.
Nikki says something about Toshiba.
Blaine could have better information than I did because, you know, but that's what I did say to you, yes.
Yeah, I'm running off of a Chromebook, which is basically the cheap version of what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. A Chromebook, you mean like, is that like the browser? I'm stupid, dude, when it comes to this stuff.
That's the operating system. It's the operating system. Like Chromebook is basically Android for computers.
That's what I've got. I've got now my Samsung is Chromebook, and then I was looking for a brand of actual laptop. The reason I say laptop is because I'm building like a small, tiny house that most people would be decent sized to me, and I don't want to designate an area. So
there's a difference between laptop and laptop. A laptop computer won't sit on your lap and crush your thighs. A laptop computer, however, would basically turn you into mush.
Okay. I don't know much about. I don't know anything about this stuff, so I'm learning.
Yeah, it's a laptop computer for a reason, because a laptop computer is actually a server farm.
Okay, that's what we have at work, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that's another term for a server farm, is a laptop.
Okay, so laptop is what I want.
Laptop with the P.
Nikki said Toshiba was a really good one for laptops.
For some of the older models, yes.
That's what she said. Exactly what she said. Older models.
As far as the newer models, I would suggest Dell, HP. If you're going with Windows, if you're going with like Chromebook, the Chrome operating system, go with.
Yeah, that's what. Yep.
Okay, well, what I've got is a Samsung. But I'd suggest going with, again, something in the HP variant. because you get just a better package overall.
Yeah.
What I bought was the cheapest of the cheapest that could still keep up.
It looks good, man. I mean, I can hear you, and the quality's great.
Okay, I can help you, honestly. I agree. I think HP is a good bang for your buck, especially if you're going to run an Android phone, then you can sync your shit really easily. You know, if you're going to run Apple everything, go with an Apple
No,
computer. But if you're not, I have Android.
I'm Android guy. I'm Android guy.
Yeah, you can get the brains for an HP and then choose the manner with which you either display it on screen, whether it's laptop or whatever, or do the keyboard and the streaming. So, plus, it's easy to manage. It's a very popular, basically average, very good. Go for it.
You mean I'm going to sound stupid, but y'all HP? I mean Hewlett Packard? Or
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
HP and Acer are the same brand. Acer is the generic knockoff of HP. So even an Acer computer or an Acer laptop, that's an HP.
Okay, I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm the dude who turns wrenches and welds shit together, so I don't really know a lot about the stuff. I'm trying to learn.
Acer may be like the knockoff brand of HP, but you also got to remember, when it comes to computers, you do, for the most part, get what you pay for.
That's what I've heard. Dude.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I heard.
I mean, yes, you can do it on a cheaper budget if you have to.
What are you talking about? A good laptop? I mean, it costs like $2,000 or something.
No.
2000. Okay, look, $2,000 is what you'd be paying around for like an iBook or something like that.
I paid $13.99 for my cell phone. Yeah.
No, I'm talking for something like what I've got. You'd be paying about like $350.
Exactly. A couple of $100 will get you everything you need. You do not. Here's the thing. If you want to do some major shit, that's when you spend $1,000, $2,000. If you just want to stream halfway decent and be able to look up shit on YouTube and check your email and do all that, you don't need to spend honestly more than $600.
I want to be able to like chat with y'all and not see y'all on a minute 7-inch screen, and and do the normal shit. I'm not trying to do like recreate YouTube or the internet world.
And you can use any kind of monitor for your monitor. You can hook it up to a TV monitor, to a monitor from. I'm using a monitor from fucking Dairy Queen. That was my son's first job. And my monitor is from their menu shit. When they changed it, he brought one home. My computer brain was about $500 and the webcam was about $40. And I have zero quality. My picture is grainy. My sound is awful. I glitch out all the time. Bottom line is, it still works. And you don't have to spend shit.
If I could spend $200 or $300 on something decent, and I could spend a few hundred more on something good that'll last many years, you know how I am, Virginia. I'd rather spend it on the front end and have to keep replacing it. That's just what I'm saying.
I have bought HP for years. Now, Chromebook, if you want to spend $200 or $300, that'll get you by for a long time. Chromebooks are really good. They don't have a ton of memory, but they're really good.
I don't download anything.
Are about double that, but they're going to do more with memory and you'll have more capabilities. Chromebooks do have limitations as far as what you can save and perform.
So a Chromebook can do a lot of things that a laptop can't in most settings. It depends on the actual platform, the actual computer that you're dealing with. Chromebook can operate on a multitude of different computers. It's not just the ones with touchscreen, but there are a lot of specific Chromebooks that are made to work with the touch screen. And if you have that option, then you can do all sorts of stuff. Like I can touch my screen and just do it on the screen like a tablet. I can flip this thing all the way around backwards and just use the screen. Okay. Or, I can use it like a regular laptop and use the screen at the same time.
Right. That's cool, man. I'm just trying to upgrade and be able to. I enjoy talking with y'all, so I'm trying to. Everything's inconsistent with me on my cell phone. So if I drop below every Thursday, sounds crazy, but to me, every Thursday, because I'm by Air Force Base, everything kind of drops out. And then if my phone drops below a certain percentage, I get kicked out. So I can't really participate in chat, and I really enjoy it. So trying to up my game a little bit. So.
All right,
you need two things there, Bullfrog.
Yeah.
One, you need a hard line to a Wi-Fi router that's within your domicile, an actual secure line router.
Okay.
Secondly, and more importantly, you need to make a decision on a good, cheap-ish laptop for that. Okay, and when I say cheap-ish, don't buy the absolute bottom rung, because you're not going to have the processing power you need, or your camera's going to be shit, or get something like, the absolute bottom rung would be like $250, $300.
Yeah.
Get something that's a little bit more than that, Look at your computer, and you should be able to see that your processor, your RAM set, and your RDS memories. Okay. And it should tell you exactly how much memory you've got in the computer and this and that. And you're going to have to use certain software if you buy the cheaper end to keep it clean all the time.
Right.
Because it builds up junk metadata, and that's what your cache is all about. Okay,
cool. I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm stupid when it comes to this stuff. Like I told you, I'm more of a hands-on, build this, welding, fabricating. Yeah. So the whole.
Hey, I only know computers because I had to learn them when I was younger.
Yes, sir.
And it was like kind of force-fed to me, so I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. I just keep through my cell phone provider. I always keep the when I have to update, I always buy the best they have, and I can always stream and do whatever I need to do. So,
okay. Here's the thing. If you're just going to be running off of your cell phone provider, you're not going to get any better results with any kind of laptop. Do you have actual internet signal coming to your house? Router, modem, all of that?
Well, Virginia, you kind of know, but my new place is going to have. It's going to have fiber. I'll have fiber optic. Probably.
Okay, but if you don't have that right now, there's no reason to spend any money on a computer. It's not going to help shit trying to run your computer off of your cell phone service. If your expensive ass phone is not doing it, a computer is not going to do it.
There's no sense in me spending the money here when a year down the road I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to have to pay a lot of money to do that over there. But it'd be worth it because that's like my forever home, like where I'll always be.
Well, when that forever home is hardwired, you let us know. In the meantime, don't waste your money at all. It's not
save for it.
That's good advice. I appreciate it because I was looking. I mean, I've been online looking. I was going to purchase one, but I mean, there's no sense. I've got a tablet. I've got a Ellipsis 10 tablet through Verizon, and I've got this Samsung 21S Plus. And it's not cheap shit, but it's supposed to be like 4 or 5G, whatever, like the best you can get.
If you do not have separate internet, if you don't have separate internet service, no device is going to help.
There's nothing here. There's like I don't have satellite. I don't have television. Like I've told you, I don't have shit. I don't have a microwave.
I don't internet, just internet.
I don't have shit here, so
So
My new place,
if all you have is a phone provider and you don't have an
That's it.
internet provider, you're just running on the phone provider, and that's
Yep.
not going to give you anything on a computer.
Yeah.
You get a
No,
computer,
you need
you'll
to have some
an
form of
internet
Wi-Fi.
provider.
Yeah.
Or a hard line. If you can
Yeah.
actually get a computer that will run to a hard line to like Ethernet or your phone
Yep.
line,
like it worked. Yep.
that's gonna be your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna try and do that at my new place, but I hadn't dug into it here, so hopefully, yeah, y'all stick with me. I might ask y'all for some tips when I get over there.
Yeah, I'd wait on
Hopefully.
that. Yeah.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Because I'm kind of stupid when it comes to that stuff.
Well, I think the best advice to come out of this really is don't spend money on a computer. If you don't have separate internet service with a modem router and that all of that, don't waste any money because it's not going to help.
There's nothing running in this house. The only thing running this house right now is electricity.
Don't get me wrong. All right. Don't get me wrong. I want to put this out there. Okay. You can get a computer and run it off of unsecure Wi-Fi routers. Now, I know this is a no-no as far as anybody who knows computers for one reason.
Right.
If you ever run a computer without a VPN on a public network, you've been hacked every single time because people just hang out at those public networks to do that shit.
Okay.
So the best investment that you can make as soon as you purchase a computer is buy a VPN. Not just fucking, get a free access one or whatever. That's great. Open source is great, but also have a purchased VPN as your mainstay, and then you can backlog that one with the other VPN, and that way you're running a continuous loop.
I got you. Okay. This is all Spanglish to me. It's like talking.
Oh, yeah, I know.
So
a virtual private network is like having a whole bunch of computers that are hooked up like you did in computer class in school.
Yeah.
All right.
We didn't have computer class. We had typing. So.
Okay. Well, my era had computer class. Anyways, you'd have all these different computers hooked together, and that was a virtual private network.
Yep.
Now, you could have those computers hooked up to other computers through hardline all the way across the country or around the world. Mm-hmm. And that's how the virtual private network basically got its birth. Now they have software that runs to different servers around the world and bounces off of those servers. Okay. So you basically become part of the server farm with your computer. You have to keep on constantly cleaning it out, but it makes it
so stuff off you and
it makes it so that you are not really easy as far as a computer is concerned to access.
It's kind of like we run with our radios. It works like a booster. It's like running a booster.
Yeah.
Where it bounces off. Okay.
Yeah, kind of like a booster, but more so that it protects your privacy while you're online and stuff like that.
That's like me when I carry my Motorola at work. My radio. Truck drivers can't ban in from outside and hear us because it's on a repeater, or secure or whatever. I think it works.
It's on a separate frequency.
Yep, separate frequency, and they can't even tap into ours because it's complicated. But they do that shit at work. I don't really deal with that at work, but I know we have it and it's secure. But I'm trying to do that stuff on my own. I'm trying to figure out all my shit on my property, how to run my front gates for entry, for access to open. It sounds kind of great. 16-foot gates. They make a bulldog system to actually, if you pull up, you can, ask me to open them and I can open them or whatever. all that. I'm trying to find out through Black River Electric if they'll lay that same line in the hole, or I got to dig a whole another trench 140 yards to lay fiber optic in, and it's crazy, dude. It's trying to figure out all that shit so I can do all this stuff. It's actually complicated. I never thought it would be that bad, but it's complicated, dude. The hardwire shit. Hardwire stuff.
Something I will say is if you have satellite internet, you will experience blips in your internet access that you can literally set your watch to because of where the satellites are overhead.
Yep. It's so bad here. Nobody runs any kind of satellite anything, to be honest with you, because I'm so close to Shaw Air Force Base, and we have so many overcast days and shit's so crazy. You can't satellite. You pretty much got to hardwire everything. I think I might be wrong, but yeah, it's not good. But I appreciate it, man. Hey, Virginia, I appreciate the information because I will need it. I mean, I'm really trying to learn a lot about that stuff, and that's Nikki. Nikki is like smart as shit when it comes to computers.
Yeah,
I've been talking to her about it.
Well, she knows a lot about PCs and Windows. She's a PC girl.
Yep.
I know quite a bit about Google because that's what I've based myself in and really done my whole life.
Right.
Just Google and Android.
Me and you are about the same, man. I'm an Android dude. I mean, as far as smartphones,
Well, using a Chromebook is exactly like using your smartphone. Okay? Like, say for instance, I just wanted to, like you can see my hands up here. I'm not going to move my hand very much. I'm just going to use one of my fingers. I can click on things with just my fingers, There you go.
Okay.
And it gives me the ability to use my hands on the screen. Also, at the same time, everything about the way that the computer is set up translates to your cell phone.
Shit. Okay. Cool. That's badass. I'll figure it out. I'll get it together here before long. All that.
Yeah. Shouldn't be too hard. Shit, I grew up using Windows computers until like Windows 10 came out.
It was 95.
And then I just and when Windows 360 came out, I lost my track. I was like, okay, I'm done with Windows. I can't keep up.
People hate that shit. But where are you, Blaine? Where are you at, brother? If you don't mind me asking, what state? I mean,
California, Los Angeles.
Okay, cool, man.
Literally in the middle of hell.
No shit. That's crazy, dude. How things over there? Like, what's going on? Like, gas prices, food prices, bullshit, everything. If you don't mind me asking.
The movie Behind Enemy Lines.
Just good to stay informed. Hate to say that, but
it's like the walk through the streets in Chechnya and the movie Behind Enemy Lines. Only difference is that the cars aren't all burning.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. Los Angeles. That's an expensive ass place to live, isn't it?
Depends.
Yeah.
It depends.
It's expensive. Does it depend? The lowest you're gonna find is like $600 for a hole, a literal fucking hole.
So, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Down in Georgia.
It's
somebody's going to get the reference. It'll,
I
I
already
got it,
did.
but I
That's
can't remember where it
Joker.
came from.
well,
That's a song. Yeah.
no, it's not. Have you
No.
ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Is a quote from a movie. It is not
Yeah.
from a song.
Yeah, and I just said what it was. It was Joker, but I can't.
Yes.
God, I can't
you are
remember
correct.
the name of the
was
freaking
the
actor.
actor.
Off my
It was from
brain.
Batman. Which Joker? Come on.
That's
Jack
the one I
Nicholson?
can't remember.
It was Jack Nicholson.
Jack
Yeah, I
Nicholson.
said
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Tim Burton.
Yep. I was thinking about shit. You said you ever danced with the devil. I was thinking about Devil Went Down to Georgia by Charles
Right.
Daniels. Sorry.
Yeah. Charlie Daniels Band.
Yeah, Charlie. CDB.
Devil Went Down to Georgia looking for a soul to steal. He
Yeah.
was in a bind because he was way behind and he was looking to
Look
make
at
a
the
deal.
That's
When
why I
he
never came to
along,
South
this little
Carolina.
man saw it on a fiddle and playing it hot. Jumped up on a
Jumped on
hickory
a
stump
hickory
and said,
stump.
"Boy, let me
Boy,
tell
let me tell you what. Yeah. We always said in South Carolina, that's why I never came up here to us. He learned his lesson in Georgia. He didn't come up here. So, yeah.
Sorry, Bug Out. You didn't get it.
Where did Bug Out? Where's Bug Out? He should jump in here,
He
man.
said
Bug
The
Out.
Usual Suspects. It's not The Usual Suspects. It was Tim Burton's Batman.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, the Joker.
Jack Nicholson
Said
is
to
probably
Kim
one of my favorite actors of ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Jack Nicholson. Wasn't he in, what was the thing we were talking about on Dangerous? Wasn't that Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, The Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah,
Red
Shining.
Rum,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that was Jack Nicholson.
All
Here's
works.
Johnny.
Jack, old boy. hmm
And I'm not even a movie guy. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
I prefer Stephen King books to movies, but I do think they did a good job with Pet Sematary, actually.
Oh, my first scary movie ever. It terrified me when I was young. Oh my God.
That's the
Pet
first
Sematary?
Stephen King book I ever read was Pet Sematary.
There was a movie about that. I can't even remember what it was called. I don't know if it was just Pet Cemetery or what, but it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it was called Pet Cemetery.
It was? It was. That was the actual name of it? It scared the shit out of me. That and the It. That,
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery and It.
Yeah.
The clown scared the shit out of me when I was little.
I have several first editions of it. It's actually worth a little bit of money because it's a first edition and one of the best books. And it's like this thick. It is huge compared to, I mean, that's why the original movie was a mini series on TV. It is like 746 pages. And yeah, that's why the second part they tried to do had to be 2.5 hour movies. It is very involved. Very involved. Yeah. And they still didn't get everything. They still didn't get it. You know?
I love horror movies and like it sounds crazy. I'm one of those weird dudes. I love like the whole cryptids and Dogmen and I actually listened to a lot of that on video. I like hearing the stories of.
So you're into cryptozoology.
Yep, I like all it. I'm not saying I believe everything, but I love listening. It's like listening to a native tribe story. Like I love storytelling, folk stuff, and I'm big. Anybody who has an old timey story to tell, I enjoy it, whether I believe it's true or not.
Yeah.
You know, from and old folk stories, I love them. Anything like that, it's awesome.
Let me see here. The two that I would say were my most hated horror films were It, like y'all.
I hated it. Yeah, it was terrible.
Awesome
And,
book. Loved it.
Midnight Meat Train.
Oh yeah. I saw that film. I didn't read it, but I saw that film. Yes.
I love poltergeist type stuff, like and people who are obsessed by demons, like that kind of thing, like the paranormal shit. That's my favorite scary movies. Like that. I don't like that.
After watching Midnight Meat Train, because you got to remember, I actually I read the book, well, at least part of it. After watching Midnight Meat Train, I couldn't ride a train for almost like fucking 2 years.
Really? What's it called? Meat Train?
Midnight Meat Train.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, I have to watch that. I had never seen it.
It's fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
It's really fucked up.
It's really
I don't like
fucked up.
What's that, Kill Bill, whatever. I'm like that kind of fuck. I like the if there's stuff that's like horror movies that actually could happen, I enjoy it. But if it's like unthinkable and you couldn't ever imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like out of the realm of it ever actually
Midnight
happening.
Meat Train is totally realistic. Yeah.
I would probably like that shit then. I probably would love it.
Yeah. Psychological thriller.
I love that.
Realistic in the sense that, yeah, everything that happened in the movie is physically possible. But if that sort of shit's going on, man, I am not going to New York.
I mean, New York was just the example. Is shit like that going on? Yes. Look at any serial killer that does a trophy thing or has obsessions. Is it going on? Yes. 100%. And it's going on in a smaller scale. It doesn't have to be that stereotypical serial killer. It can just be anybody who has the itch. You know?
Yeah. I like, excuse me, I really like the horror movies that show the, I think Virginia is actually on the psychology side. I enjoy the horror movies that actually show how disturbed some of these people are that do these things from a psychology side of their brain. Like how they, you know, like, I think there's actually some stuff on Netflix I watch every now and then. It's like, documentaries on how these people's minds work a little bit, you know, or getting inside their head on what they did. And it's fucked up, dude. These people are crazy. I mean, it's a learning thing, and it's fun to. I mean, I say it sounds sick, but it's fun to watch. But it's fun to watch learn how these people's minds work. And they're fucked up. These people are not right. There are disconnected wires somewhere in these people's heads.
Yep.
You wanna hear about a freaking? I don't know if you were just talking about it, but it brought to mind something that was absolutely fucking hilarious. Y'all ever seen the channel Zefrank? Like Z.E. Frank?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, that dude is fucking hilarious. And yet
Like
at the same time, it's like dad humor.
Yeah.
But
hugs and kisses. Yes. Come on up.
It's all for like animal wildlife fund and all that shit. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt, but it's fucking hilarious.
I think that's why growing up, I really love like mystery stories like Forensic Files and
I watched that.
Mysteries.
Yeah, I've seen all of them. Oh my God.
I love the old psychology of, you know, why, where, and how, and you know what I'm saying, trying to diagnose stuff. And,
I have a love-hate relationship with it because I have to do that in real life sometimes.
Really? Okay. I fight with stuff I do in real life with stuff I really love, because a lot of times the stuff you do in real life, you don't want to do on your off time. Like I love what I do at work. That's why I always said the best mechanics you ever have drive the shittiest cars they never take care of. Because when they get off work, they don't give a fuck about anything else. Or if you had a plumber, you know, a plumber takes care of everybody else's plumbing shit. When he gets home, all his shit's fucked up. That's just how it is. I mean, so I'm not sure I would want to be like in that field, because I really, that's like my escape. I enjoy listening to stories about what's it? Darkness Prevails is one of my favorites. Sasquatch Chronicles is another one. It's like good storytelling. Dude's got a great voice, and it's like an audible book type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds kind of weird. I mean, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I love storytelling. I think it's fun as shit. Actually, somebody was on here, not on here, but on Northern Girl Hobbies yesterday or earlier today. Tenfold. Her voice she's got a storytelling voice, kind of like Virginia Roots. They could tell a story and I'd be like, listening, around a campfire. I love that kind of stuff. It's awesome.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Yep. Sorry to take over. I didn't mean to get sidetracked.
Sidetrack away.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Freedom Forum.
Yeah.
This is my
Bioxo's on his way. He's making coffee. Sidetrack away. Bioxo. Hugs and kisses.
Bioxo.
Bye. Hugs and kisses.
I got to look at the chat.
Have a good radio face. I love that.
Yeah. That's why I have the hat on. Hugs and kisses is my radio face.
I have a face that wouldn't look good on radio. I look like hammered crap and feel twice as bad.
What's Eddie James talking about the corn song? I think I know which one he's talking about. That's not appropriate.
What happened?
Eddie James said, I was thinking about a corn song when I was talking about you. And I think he was talking about Adidas. I'm not sure. I know what that is.
Might have been. Yeah. Metal. Oh my God, yes.
Adidas.
Sorry.
He might be talking about Adidas, or he might be calling you a clown. I don't know. I love clowns too.
I'm
Clowns
not wearing Adidas right this second, so
What's that?
Hey, a medal.
I'm not wearing Adidas.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Clowns. Yeah, it's all good. I was just talking shit. Well, he was talking shit. I was just replying. So.
Well, talk some more. Bring it. And also, Metal, come up here, dude.
Corn.
Metal and I were together on Northern Girl earlier. It was awesome.
Who's that?
Metal for breakfast.
Yeah.
Him and I were together on Northern Girl Hobbies. Before you went on there, we were on there. It was awesome.
I was listening. I'm not sure who he was. I was cutting grass. Like, I listened to y'all for like a few hours. I was like, had my earbuds in and riding on a lawnmower cutting grass. I couldn't text back. I mean, of course, but I was listening, but I don't know who that is.
Metal is amazing. I do.
I've seen him a lot. Or her, him, who, pronoun, whatever the fuck it is.
That's North Shore. Sean North Shore. Metal for breakfast is his brother. And they haven't seen each other for like 25 years.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. And you can hear it. You can hear it in their voices. They have a similar.
Tell me in the chat. Jump on the panel.
Sean is in Canada. Metal is in America. So their accents are different, but the tone of voice you can tell they're related.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was in the panel or just in a chat panel?
Well, he has his channel. He has a channel, and he was in the panel with Northern Girl and I. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Metal for Breakfast does this show called the Decompression Chamber, and he plays music. You can play any kind of music. You give any request, he'll play it. And almost every week before my canning party on Ghost, I go to Metal for Breakfast and listen to him. And for 2 out of 4 weeks, I have showered with them in the shower with me, not on video, but I would listen to them. And And
Yeah.
he would play music and be talking like, "Hey, Virginia, this is for you." And I'm like washing my butthole, literally. And
Yeah.
and and
I'm
there's
not saying I want to shower. I'm not saying I want to shower with metal for breakfast and wash my butthole, but I would like to check out his channel. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah, well, no, I didn't show him my butthole. I'm just saying I was listening to the music because there's no commentary out a whole lot of BS or drama or bullshit. He just plays songs, and it's
Yeah.
nuts. So I'll cut my vegetables or get ready or shower or whatever
That's cool.
and listen to
Yeah.
his music. It's great.
Let's check it out. Drop me a link, or send it to me, whatever.
All right. I'll look it up and put it in. Well, all right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
you know what I'm talking about.
No,
Yeah.
I'm subscribed to him, so I'll put it in. I'll put it in there.
Hook me up. Metal for breakfast. That's awesome.
Oh my God. And when you hear their voices together, it is such a fucking trip because
Yeah.
it is 100% Sean's brother.
I'll be like, "Hello, my Canadian brother." That's what I always do to Sean. I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Hello, my Canadian brother.
Tell him to get a compass.
Put batteries in your clock on the wall." He's cool, dude, man. I like him. They're different kind of folk, but I like them. Just like Northern Girl. She's cool as shit, dude.
Oh, I love her.
Northern Girl, I love her to death. I'm telling you. She's awesome.
Yep.
I wanted to jump in earlier today, but I was like, I've got to get this shit done before this storm comes, because if not, I'm going to be screwed if we get like 5 or 10 inches of rain and 50-mile-an-hour winds. So I still got to get up and go work on the big property, and I got to trim a few limbs away from the shingles on the house just in case they get to whipping and try to smack the house and whatnot, but tie a few things down and pick up loose ends. But other than that, we should be good here.
Yep.
I ain't scared.
Yeah. Don't be scared.
I ain't scared.
It's just part of the cycle of things,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah, it's actually a good thing. A lot of times, a lot of plants need wind. They need to be shook. Some people used to say, go out and, your pepper plants, go out and curse at them and beat them around. The reason they said that was to knock the pollen around on them and, and create airflow and stuff like that. It's actually good.
Out the leaves and stress out the stems.
Yeah, piss them off, make them mad. Don't water them for a while. Give them a little water, then be like, "Hey, motherfucker, I ain't watering you for a while," and they get hotter and hotter, But same way with tomatoes, you go out there and smack them around. They say, but they just, they pollinate, male and female, so you just beat them around and shit falls down, or whatever. But yes, that's just how it is. But the wind is actually good, but not as long as a lot of times here, we get when we get bad storms, we actually have like downbursts. And that's actually devastated me before. So we'll get like the wind will blow side to side, and all of a sudden I'll go outside and my whole yard will be like smashed down on the ground flat. It's like something weird happened and it just squashes everything. And if you take 80 acres of corn and do that, that's a lot of money. 240 bushels an acre, you got 6,000 acres of corn. I don't, but my friends who are farmers, I've got 100 acres of cotton behind me this year, soybeans across the road, and corn across the road. Just probably 2,000 acres of crop here. And if the around my property, it's not mine. It's not my crops, but I worry about the farmers here. I don't want to see their crops get devastated. And this time of the year, the corn is actually getting mature, so the ears are getting large, and it actually makes them heavy. And the stalks are taller. So if we get like a late tropical storm, or it's actually early hurricane season, but if we get those downbursts in here, if it just blows them side to side and lays them over a little, that's fine. But if we ever get those like swirls where it just, for some reason, it just pushes them straight down, it's weird. It looks like crop circles almost. And it just devastates it. It devastates. And I feel sorry for them because we call it yellow gold. The money around here is in corn.
Right.
So yellow gold is what we call it. I mean, beans, soybeans, corn. Soybeans, cotton, peanuts, wheat is a byproduct, and you hope to make your most profit, like what big companies would say, fourth quarter on corn. And if they have a bad corn crop, it hurts for years. So I'm actually worried a lot about corn crop this year. It's looking good. It's looking great. It's good yield, but it only takes one good storm to fuck it all up here. Sorry, I got on my farming tangent. So
It's all good.
Don't apologize. That happens anywhere with anyone, you know.
Yeah,
One
it is.
thing will fuck it up. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's not even my corn. I just worry about, I just worry about my fellow people around here. So my neighbors,
Yep.
I know what you're saying, Bullfrog. Corn crop is one of the most highly valued crops there is. I mean, aside from wheat.
Yeah.
So.
And we grow winter wheat, so ours is actually a byproduct. It's actually wheat to us, or winter wheat is actually a cover crop. Usually they plant soybeans behind wheat. So cotton just came back better because actually Trump the last couple of years lifted the embargo because we could export cotton, and the cotton industry started booming again.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm not between the new administration on cotton and hopefully corn don't get fucked up. I'm kind of worried about this year. There's a lot of farmers shaking in their boots to see what happens. So I don't know.
I worry about it too, not just because of consumer prices.
It actually drives a lot. It drives a lot more than people know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yep.
It does drive our economy in a way that a lot of people don't see.
Yep.
I
just think they're a bunch of dumb rednecks from the woods, but these people are highly sophisticated, highly intelligent people. I mean, they run irrigation systems that run off computers.
Yeah.
They call them bulldog systems. You give corn a certain amount of water at certain stages of its life, to produce all the stuff we need. I'm talking about grain corn, not sweet corn. So all the stuff that makes your high fructose corn syrup, that's what I'm talking about. But that's where the money's at. It sounds bad. That's GMO corn, but that's where they're growing.
Hey, you know what?
Fucking, I'm trying to point at the OXO. Fucking hello, hugs and kisses. Shit.
Hi.
Sorry.
Good morning, everybody.
I can't figure out the backwards camera. Sorry, carry on.
As I was about to say for Bullfrog, the grain. I understand where you're coming from, and there's a lot more to it than a lot of people think. Yep. You can create crude oil specific out of pure, corn grain. Grain.
Yep.
So it drives our economy in ways you do not understand. Most of our gasoline is actually synthetic.
Yep. And oil. That's synthetic oil, synthetic everything now.
Yep.
So corn drives a lot. That's why we call it yellow gold. And when we smell chicken shit, we call it, gold. I mean, it sounds funny, but my buddy he's a big corn farmer. And he's like, why I started my own turkey farm? He's like, their farm bought $65,000 worth of manure a year. That's a lot of turkey shit. So
that's a lot of shit.
That's a lot of shit. He bought $65,000 worth of shit a year. So he actually benefited him to buy and build turkey farms, raise the meat and sell them, and raise his own manure for a corn crop. So I mean, it is yellow gold is a real thing. It's a big deal. People don't understand a bad crop, and South Carolina's bullshit compared to Nebraska and up that way. You know what I'm saying? Like big field, but I pray for the farmers, and I love them. I love my farmers. All over the great United States. I hope you get blessed and have bumper crops.
I love farmers too at farmersonly.com.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't do the
Bioxo
.com, but
dropping it.
I hope they have a good crop, man, and you can keep sipping your drinks and smoking your lattes.
Farmers everywhere, dude. My state is run on agriculture. I completely agree. There's no understanding of how important that is. So you're not alone in that thought. Every state has their agriculture.
Corn's our big crop here. Corn and potatoes.
Yep.
Though most of our corn isn't for consumption. Most of it goes for feed and stuff.
It's grain corn, It's not sweet corn. Yep. That's what most of it is. But anyway.
It's because of the cold season.
I'm going to jump out. It's good talking to y'all. Blaine, I appreciate it.
I see how it is.
Later.
Thank you for coming out, Bullfrog.
I jump on, he jumps out. Just like a bullfrog.
At least I'm not too outnumbered.
You're never outnumbered.
Yang. Yeah, we have a lot of shit. Washington has apples, potatoes, onions, wine, or grapes. There is all kinds of berries, like name the berry: blueberry, blackberry, raspberry, marionberry, loganberry.
Ooh, loganberry.
Dude, all the pit fruits. If you can drive about 2/3 of Washington straight up, nothing but farms. And it's amazing to see what they're doing. We can't do things like citrus and all of that, but what they do have is ridiculous. Huge piles of product to be sent out, and right next to the wind farms. And a lot of people think it's just wet and whatever, but most of Washington is desert, to be honest.
Yeah, around here we have lots of grapes too. I always forget about that. New York wine region. There's so much wine made here, and there's old, you go to some parts of areas, you find old. They're not really doing anything anymore, but old buildings from like the early 1800s and 1900s, still owned by Welch's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Virginia, you've heard of the attempts at truffle farming up there, right?
Yep. You got truffles, you got shrooms, you got anything, the devil's lettuce. Things have a great opportunity up here that in the wild and that people cultivate. It gets a bad rap because there is a slightly shorter growing season, but at the end of the day, you can do anything you want.
If it's those Japanese currents to keep it warm.
Right, dude.
It's a decidual rainforest.
Yeah, right.
The Northeast is a rainforest, even though it's
Here,
not.
have a sprinkling of radioactivity.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about Fukushima, but yeah, good point.
It's all right. I'm in one of those places that I want people to think it's scary and has no resources, because I don't want anyone to come here. Yeah, Seattle is the apex of evil. Don't ever come here. Yeah. It fucking sucks. There's nothing to see and no resources whatsoever. Fuck this state. Bye. That's
yeah. Haven't you ever watched Alone? Look at Vancouver Island. It's like right there, and there's like bears and shit to kill people.
Well, Bioxo, I can look out. If I look out the right window, I can see Vancouver from where I live. And anyway, don't come here. It sucks. There's nothing to see and nothing to eat.
Yeah, come to New York.
Yeah, go over there. Go see Bioxo.
There's literally nothing to eat and nothing to see inside the cities. You'll be
Well,
lucky if you find a fucking house that's actually got a garden.
people have to get creative.
Yeah.
Coffee.
And when I say a garden, I mean, a food garden, not a flower, a bunch
Yeah.
of flower beds.
I do food and herbs. I mean, diversify, you know.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. There's good reason to have certain types of flowering plants, but I'm saying
Yeah.
Yeah, pansies
You
aren't
look at-
gonna help you survive as well as tomatoes.
Yeah, no, look at some of these flower beds, and you look at them, it's all just toxic, useless, toxic.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, this person was going for pretty.
If you're gonna grow poppies, at least grow the right ones, damn it.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll leave it at that.
No, I'm just
Yes, sir.
I don't fuck with that.
Oh,
shit, but
yeah.
Still.
Do some hens, do some Dutch, do some red Oriental, do some anything to
Opium.
flavor somnifera. It's all good, dude. It is all good. So,
You gotta be careful about poppies.
yeah, you do.
If you process them, you can't process more than you could possibly have for personal use.
I think if anyone watches The Wizard of Oz, you'll remember she fell asleep in the poppy field.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very bad idea. People have gotten sick from making teas or whatever. It's a extremely harmful toxin.
Yeah, if you don't process it right, it will
Yeah.
fuck you up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't just go picking poppies.
Yeah.
Something I learned a while back. Don't just go picking poppies because you might do a header into a fucking set of metal bars not 20 feet away.
I got my regatta thingy this weekend. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
my Hafta Rafta. Yeah, Hafta Rafta. Everybody takes inflatables and goes down the creek. We go down this short little creek that empties in the Lake Erie, but there's like as a creek where it empties in, there's like this big long peninsula and beach, and then there's like a little island and stuff, and we all just go down there and party. And last year, a dude brought an inflatable couch.
Nice.
Inflatable couch.
Swear to God. This year, I'm bringing an inflatable pool.
Show them up one. That's hilarious. A floating inflatable pool.
That's what I'm hoping. The problem is
That's
it's the
fucking
bottom.
hilarious.
The bottom, I'm worried about sagging, so I think I'm gonna stuff my air mattress in it because I can't fill it with water because buoyancy and
Yeah.
water displacement.
man.
It's not gonna float. So I
Right.
think I'm gonna put my twin size air mattress inside the bottom of it to help keep the bottom,
Yeah.
flush. But I
You
think
can
that's-
get the illusion on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about filling it with like some of those little balls and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't want to cause, environmental problems.
Sure.
Don't need a bunch of beach balls floating out to Canada. Someone's at Niagara Falls. What the hell? A whole bunch of beach balls go over the falls. What's going on here?
They used to have that problem all the time.
Yep, I can't wait. I hope it's gonna be fun. Last year I had my first inflatable kayak. Now I have my Sea Eagle, which is like way better. But my first one, I had one of those Intrex ones. It's like a little yellow one. So I had that, and I wore a banana costume, and I had an inflatable monkey in my boat.
Wow.
I had a buddy who had a paddleboard, and he dressed up as Jesus.
See ya, Metal. That's
Bye,
freaking
Metal. Have a good
intense,
day at work.
man.
So hopefully hopefully the pool thing works. If it doesn't float, I still have the air mattress as a backup. I mean, it's not that deep. I could actually walk if I wanted to. You can walk till just about then it gets deep. Then I would have to swim about 20 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
But
No, I've been in similar places. I can't say I've been there.
it's a short little tube. I mean, it's nothing treacherous. You know, we go to the little peninsula and then we, party all day. Because
Sounds like Tiger Beach out in Blythe out on Hidden Beaches.
Yep. It's fun. This is our third annual one. The first year was a whim. Last year was, all right, let's do this shit again because it's awesome. And now this is year 3.
Oh, my eyes are doing the funky weird shit.
You falling asleep on us?
Nope.
Allegedly.
What kind of funky?
Oh, they're not focusing down when I turned the light down. I think I had the lights on too long.
Oh my god. So what else is going on, people?
Wait. How many squirrels?
Huh? Squirrel?
Whole lot of, man.
I wonder
I've
how
been
long
blowing
till
joints for
we get
hours.
locked down
Oh,
again,
man.
huh?
Oh,
What?
don't say that.
Oh, did you see the news release yesterday? The 2 different ones?
Nope.
Let's see here. Jen Psaki said that they're going to start going door to door to get the rest of the people that weren't jabbed. And Cuomo declared from New York, declared a health emergency because, if he declares a health emergency, he can enact any of his fucking tyrannical powers. Like, he's a dictator. He could just make an executive order because I'm God,
Right.
And he declared a health emergency on firearms.
They're
Because
similar.
80 people were shot in New York City. Well, it's funny. Last I knew, you weren't allowed to own guns at all if you live in the residential area of New York City. It is illegal to own a firearm. You have to live out of the city, even if you want to own a shotgun, I believe. You're not allowed to own one in New York City. It's a gun-free zone, the whole city.
Yeah.
So all your SAFE Act bullshit isn't doing the goddamn thing, and now you want to declare a health emergency on guns?
Yeah.
That's unconstitutional as fuck, first of all. Shall not be infringed, motherfucker.
It's a ploy. It's a checkers move,
All your
Unfortunately, it's a
people are killing each other and black on black violence and gang violence, but nope, we gotta go after the law-abiding citizens in the country that aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know how anybody has not taken that guy out yet.
Yeah, right? Well,
How has he not been impeached or anything?
Money.
He's been in power for 15 years.
Money.
Or some shit. Our mayor of Buffalo, he's been in power for 13, 14 years, 15 years. And he just lost in the primaries against a openly socialist candidate.
Right.
There was no other parties running. It was just a Democrat party. And he lost in the primary because he didn't campaign because he figured, no one's going to vote for her. Well, no one voted except for her.
And
Republicans and shit, they couldn't run or anything. No one ran. They couldn't vote in the primary. You shot yourself in the foot, you retard. If anything, you should have bounced tickets and gone Republican or something, so you could have got all those votes.
Right.
And now we got to have a write-in and all this other stuff. It's all crazy. It's like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous. And she's one of those ones that's all up for banning the police. And she's, like I said, she's openly socialist. The first socialist mayor of Buffalo, who
So,
won on primaries.
how are you enjoying your dictatorship there?
Oh, my fucking God. Saving up the money, man. I'm trying to get me a car so I can get the fuck out.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I just
Does
work
it
my
matter?
way. I got tents. I'll have my car. I'll figure it out. I got people and friends all around the country. I'll find my way. I'll go from point A to point B, and whatever happens, happens. If shit hits the fan in the meantime, I just keep going, hiding in the woods. Find myself a boat. Go to better places.
You have to have some kind of idea, like.
I do, but I'm not going to say it.
All right, fair enough. I'll take that answer.
I'll be chronically retarded again.
Yeah.
I have plans. I mean, before all this shit happened, I originally was going to go to Canada or like British Columbia area.
Oh yeah.
But that's gone. That's out the window.
Why?
Because they're too fucking locked up and crazy up there. Fuck that shit.
Oh, I disagree. I think you'd be surprised, actually.
And I'm looking for some warmer weather. I'm getting sick of the cold.
Yeah, well. All right.
I've lived
Whatever
in
you do,
blizzard
don't
country
come
for a
here.
long
It's
time.
miserable. The weather sucks. The people are terrible. The atmosphere is awful. There's
You're really
nothing
selling
to
it.
see and nowhere to go.
Makes me really wanna
Whatever
go there.
you do, and tell your friends also to stay the fuck away.
Makes me want to go there.
Choices.
Makes me want to go even more.
Whatever you do, do not discover.
It's not that bad over there. Come on. It's just like where I live. It's just a little warmer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. So no need to trade for the same trade. Just stay put.
You don't like me, do you? I see where you're going with this.
If I'm going to take the time to reverse psychology you, that means I don't hate you, you know?
I know. I gotta go pester my kid later today and see if he can help me record that damn video.
Bring it.
Getting frustrated.
Yeah. Well,
The one day I wanted to do it, fucking started hailing. Got a huge hailstorm.
don't let it kick your ass, man.
So I'm like, nah, I better not do that today.
Yeah.
And now it's supposed to rain the next couple days. Again.
Always something.
It's frustrating. Like, I can't do it here. Because if I do it here, I'm too close to houses and stuff, and I have a police station, like, around the corner. I don't need any people calling the cops. There's a guy with a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's a crossbow.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Ain't taking that chance.
Well, I was asking about that. I don't know if Blaine is still with us the other day about where you can go to set up targets and do that in as much of a legal way as possible.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it yesterday. I think someone said that.
Yes, there's a way to do it.
Yeah.
Virginia. It depends on your state and local zone, basically. But if you pretty much if you can find BLM land anywhere, you can shoot your bow on it. If you can find BLM land of larger than, I think it's like 15 acres, 12 acres, you can shoot a rifle on it.
Okay.
Yeah, bows aren't as frowned upon as much as rifles and guns. They're a little louder and frighten people more.
Yep.
Right.
And go further usually.
Yep.
Yeah, but bows
Rod
can
and gun
suck
clubs
up
is something to
though.
look into, and a lot of shooting ranges do offer archery courses.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes. There's that. And then there's also the fact that if you've got the option, since you could shoot in your backyard with a bow.
Yeah, if it's
All
not
right.
too big. Like,
Yeah, I
even
know
a
that, but
crossbow.
I
you
have
gotta have a
neighbors.
decent sized yard.
I would not do it in my backyard. I have
Yeah.
neighbors close enough, and that bow is powerful enough that I will not risk it. There's
So
people way too close that I would never.
okay,
Just in case I missed.
crossbows are kind of frowned on at most archery ranges.
Yeah.
All right, mostly because they will go right through a target most of the time.
Right.
All right, those archery mats are not built to take some of the newer crossbows.
Like mine.
Now, mind you,
I got special targets for it. I haven't
they'll
tried
take
it yet,
some
though.
of the older
Yes,
and
you
some
do.
of the smaller crossbows just fine, but they won't take some of the bigger ones.
Mhm.
And that has mostly to do with not just poundage and draw weight and whatnot, but speed of the speed of the limbs.
Yeah.
Yep. And then there's recurve, and then there's
Recurve, compound.
crossbows and compound. And then there's these weird ones now. They're like weird and backwards looking. Have you seen them?
Yeah, it's called a reverse limb draw beyond parallel.
Yeah, those things are weird. They're expensive too. Don't
Fuck
get one
yeah.
of those.
And then there's also, dude, have you seen the linear crossbows?
The air powered ones?
No, not the air powered ones. The freaking the one that's actually powered by spring tension, and
I don't think so.
it springs. It's a coil springs with a string.
I saw one on Canadian Prepper's channel that was like you cocked it like a shotgun. And
Yep.
it held like 6 bolts. That thing was kind of cool, but they want like $1,000 for it, or like $800.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I think that one's the one that Jorg was selling.
yeah, but they
The
they got
Viper.
yeah, something like that. It's kind of big and bulky, but the cocking handle is like the secondary handle. So once you cock it, you get that extra brace.
Yeah.
Yep, I bought an extra cocking device for my crossbow. I'm like, I should probably have a second one of these. If that fucking thing breaks, I don't want to be screwed.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do make a crank for that, but it's like $100.
Yeah. I gotta get one.
See, I'm not gonna do the crossbow thing.
I thought about getting a regular standard recurve too. Just to have.
I went with air rifles, and if push come to shove, I'll grab my dad's bow and just fit shit along the way.
I went with a crossbow because it's nice and stealthy and powerful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I got a really wicked price on it, so I couldn't pass it up.
Same.
I got a $600 crossbow for like $240.
That's exactly what I got. And my idea is it doesn't hurt to know as many skills as possible.
Mhm.
So I will be cautious and I will learn everything about it and acquire that skill. How many times and when I will use it. To me, the most likely would honestly be for animals, for hunting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still have a shotgun and and other things, but I like the stealthiness, the quietness. I can retrieve my arrows. People aren't going to hear me. If push comes to shove, I'm sure I could probably make my own arrows. I mean, that's kind of when I want a recurve, because I'm going to try to shoot a homemade arrow out of a recurve versus my fucking 380 feet per second crossbow, because I don't want shit exploding in my face. But yeah.
Right.
Common sense.
That's the other reason I went with that first, because I knew it would be easier to obtain in New York than the other things. That's
why I bought the PSE Heritage that I bought, and now the limb's warped on it, so I don't know what the fuck to do with that. Yeah, buy a new one.
I had looked into some of the high-powered air rifles and stuff too. It was cheaper to go with the crossbow.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. getting into the air rifles, it's an option for people who just can't get a firearm to still have that kind of smack and icky thumb, you know. That's what it's about. Just have the ability to send something downrange with some thump behind it.
Yeah. And the advantage with the air rifle is
silence.
Depending on it's quicker to reload too. Granted, you're still limited on how many shots you have, depending on, you know, like if you have the one where you have to fill the tank, you still get 6 or 7 shots out of most of those. You know.
Well, out of the big bores, you get about 6 to 8 shots. Out of the small bores and the medium bores, like what I got, you get about 25 shot, up to 50 shot in some.
Yep.
And they're fucking silent.
I have considered getting one, but like I said, I got other things first.
I was shocked by how silent my gun is.
I was surprised how loud that HDR 50 was.
Yeah,
the sucker's loud. I went out to my dad's and shot that in the barn. I'm like, damn, I'm glad I didn't shoot this in my neighborhood. Holy shit! The cops would have been here in like 30 seconds. Yep.
Yeah, it's got some bark to it.
Yep.
It's not as much in the zone of bite, but it's definitely got some bark to it.
Ooh.
What I would say would be the one that if you think that the HDR 50 barks, try fucking shooting a Sam Yang 50 cal. That fucker barks.
Huh.
Shit, it yells like a Wookiee at heat. That's the way I used to say it. $177 people learning about. That's funny. Y'all showed up to 4 people. Oh, you shoot a 177. Okay, I get you, Eddie.
Haha.
Yeah, people are learning about the. Oh, I get you. People are learning about the 177 caliber pellets and pellet rifles and realizing, hey, that's, it's something. Oh, here, let me put you up full size.
This is string lube. Rail lube.
Yeah.
There's 2 kinds. There's string wax and there's rail lube. And then there's some that you can use as both. But I prefer to use, this is the wax. And it's like a chapstick.
Yep.
And you put this on every so often on the strings to keep them from, keep them from dry rotting, fraying, stuff like that.
Dry rotting
and then this is rail lube. I prefer to use both because they're separate. This is an oil, and it's like a little rub-on thing.
Yeah.
And to keep that in my little Northern Girl Hobbies bag inside my, and then I got my stuff to adjust my scope.
All right.
My cocking device.
I love looking through your purse. This is awesome.
I keep that inside my my crossbow bag to keep it from, going everywhere. I saw that on her website, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That'll be perfect for that.
She has amazing bags. She did a fishing bag the other day.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
And then I got these.
Oh, yeah. Nice broadheads.
Nice.
Are those slick tricks or...
I got the ones, they're large. I got the decent ones that I can resharpen. I didn't want all those folding ones. that they have out because they break and stuff, and I got 2 different kinds.
If I could give you any advice, brother,
I want to get some solid old school broadheads.
Bioxo,
But they're hard to find.
get yourself some slick tricks.
Slick tricks.
Yeah. Believe it or don't, you can set it up so you can shoot shorter bolts.
Get one of these things too. This thing is so you can twist and untwist your broadhead without, cutting your fingers off.
And slick tricks, they're sworn to fly like your field tip do.
Mm-hmm.
Because of their profile.
Mm-hmm.
And they have their replaceable blades, and you can actually use them on shorter bolts off of your crossbow because they'll go flat.
That's it. Okay. Yeah. I have to look into this.
You can have a dual blade or a quad blade.
Sweet.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yep. Also, if you buy tips, you got to make sure that the right grain for your arrows and for your crossbow. My crossbow, shit's got to be at least over 100 grain, and I think total with arrow with the bolt and the points, I think have to be at least 400 total.
I used to shoot. Well, I started off on 80 grain, but I used to shoot 120s. So I'm sure it goes up. And I shot slick tricks, dude.
Excuse me. Yep, I've been stocking. I got a few. I bought a whole bunch of bolts because they're expensive as shit.
Well, I also had to go on an absolute budget. You got to remember, I've been on Social Security now for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting a bow, even back when I felt that I could, which it still hurt like a motherfucker, but I did it anyways because I love shooting a bow.
That's it. I can't hold it.
Yeah, I can't hold it back because of my injuries. So when that happened to me, it kind of killed it for me. I still love to shoot bows, but I can only shoot a few shots.
Yeah, I got a bad shoulder.
I got that split down my middle, and it makes it incredibly difficult to stay standing straight up with a bow in my hands at full draw.
Yeah.
A lot of your strength as far as pulling things apart comes from your core.
Well, the good thing about a compound bow, though, is at least once you pull it and it gets to that point where it cocks in there, it's a lot easier to hold than a recurve bow. That's just oh my God.
Yeah,
it's just I mean, as soon as you better be getting ready because you don't want to be sitting there holding that sucker aiming. You just want to let it go.
Yeah, no, it's drawing loose. Yeah. That quick, drawing loose. When I'm working with a recurve. Yep.
I haven't shot a recurve in so long.
I mean, I'll try to take somewhat precise shots, but I'm not holding it for longer than a fucking half a second.
That reminds me, I gotta set up a target and cross so I can bore sight my 22, and I'm gonna go from one end of my apartment to the other and set it on the wall and just sit there and adjust the scope.
Okay. You measured off the distance?
I got a laser bore sight. I got a tape measure. I'm gonna measure the distance.
All right. Well, measure it off and then do your multiplications or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You should be sighted on, but I'd still go to a range and actually.
Yeah, I just want to get it. I got a cheap bore sight laser for like $20 on Amazon. I just want to get it remotely close so then I can dial it in when I'm actually shooting at targets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to rough it. I'm not going to be practicing in my apartment, so.
Yeah, I know.
Just getting a rough idea, just so it's close, because I took it out the first time and I shot it, we couldn't hit a fucking broadside of a barn. Fucking, we're aiming here and the fucking bullet's going way the fuck over there. We adjusted it and it's still like man,
Yeah,
I'm really
I
gonna
got you.
adjust this scope. And it's not,
Yeah.
it's not a scope that came with the gun. It came with the ghost ring sights, and that ghost ring's so small it's really hard to see. So I bought a regular 3x, or I don't know, 4x scope or something. I don't remember what it is. But it's a nice little tiny mini scope that's perfect for my 22.
Yeah,
I
it came
think
with
you
the
should show us all of this on a video.
Oh. I'm not putting my guns on a video right now.
Well, okay.
Well, YouTube doesn't like all that stuff. I mean,
You
crossbow
can do
I
it
can
without showing them, but get creative with cinematography.
show. Yes.
You can do it.
Who can do it?
Yeah, I know you can.
I'm working on it. I gotta do my bug out roll. My bug out roll's filled and complete now too. And then I haven't done a video on that too. I got myself a new what is it? Oh, a little EDC bag kit that I built. I gotta do a video on. Maybe I'll do that today.
Do it. Jump in.
I was supposed to do something with Dusty Dado. I blew out my knee and stuff, and we were talking, and I'm like, you got to give me time. I can't freaking be crawling around, and I'm in an apartment, so I got to lay my whole bug out roll on the floor and shit, and I can't be doing that with my knee. I couldn't even freaking bend it. And then I haven't heard back from him now that I'm better, but he's been busy doing his own thing. But we were gonna do a dual live stream, and because we figured it was easier that way to go through all of our and compare our bug out rolls, and everything that's in them.
I say
Canadian
try it
prepper bug out roll. He got one. I got one.
Yeah.
I think mine's bigger than his.
Well, try again. Ask.
Mine's like the $150 max one.
Right.
I got it on sale too because I got the gray one.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I gotta do that. And then me and Backwoods, we're gonna do a video on work on some prepping gear for like fishing and stuff. Because I want to work on like a fishing kit. Like I don't fish. I know how to fish, but I don't eat seafood, and I'm the person, I don't really prefer cats or dogs. I'd rather have a fish tank in my house, That's just me. I mean, if anything, I'd have a cat over a dog, but whatever. So, I know fishing, but I don't really do it. But I wanted to have like a good bug out, like a good all-around fishing kit that is good for like somewhat geographical area of like a large.
Do you eat fish?
No, I will if I have to.
Yeah.
I know how to make tartar sauce. Ketchup.
Right. I hear you.
I mean, I've tried it. I've had swordfish, shark, tuna. Not like tuna, but like tuna steaks and stuff. My dad, he cooks all sorts of crazy shit. So I've tried it. He always made me at least try it. It's not my thing. It's texture, smell, ugh, gross. And then
What's funny is I'm not a seafood fan either. People find that hard to comprehend because I've lived around water my whole life. You would think Asians love some fish. I don't like shellfish, mollusks, fish.
Scallops. Oh, they stink so bad.
Oh, they're pretty bad. I've worked restaurants and had to deal with them like out of the shell. But yeah, I just don't have a acquired taste for that particular part of the palate. And I don't know.
Can't get past the smell.
Uh-huh.
I eat fish in a survival situation for almost a month. After a while, it kind of it gives you kind of a funky kind of feeling about fish.
I have some prepping fishing gear so far. I have a folding fishing rod that breaks down and it's got a little bag. But it's a decent sized fishing rod and it came with a really nice reel.
Mhm.
I mean, it wasn't cheap. Well, I got it on sale for like $40, but originally it was like 80. I got a little fishing tackle box. It's got all sorts of different stuff, and then I have a ghillie net,
Mm-hmm.
really nice one. So,
I think the main thing is like practice. Know how to do it so that
but
if
I
you
don't
need
know
it,
how to string a
know.
reel. I don't know how to string a reel.
Boom.
That's something I could teach you.
So, like I said, me and Backwoods Prepping, we're gonna do a video on all that. It's just been everyone's been busy and stuff. So, and I think he's been taking time off with the channel. I haven't seen him
His
around much.
father-in-law just passed.
Yeah,
It was a bad week, you know.
yeah.
I would
So-
just let it rest and then try again.
So, yep, that's some projects that I'm working on. I mean, I've posted a couple videos here and there, but usually most of my stuff's just like me having fun and nature. I try not to. I mean, there's so many other prepper channels and stuff out there. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna try to find something that's a little different than what everybody else is doing.
You don't have to do prepping. You can just do you, whoever
Yeah.
you are, what you're doing, how you live, what do you think about, you know?
Yep, that's what I do. Like, I got my videos of me kayaking and going to concerts and bands and stuff like that. Try to keep it fun. Oh, I gotta get a GoPro or something.
What's your freaking channel? I don't even think. All right.
It's my name.
All right, let me look it up. Hold on.
I could pop it in here. Not that I'm trying to like pimp out my channel. I wasn't trying to do that.
It's all good, brother.
Who is it? Northern Girl Hobbies always posts my channel. I'm like, what are you doing? No one wants to see my lame ass videos. Always posts my. There you go. I just posted it in the chat. Bada bing, bada boom.
All
Hey.
right.
Sun's out, guns out.
Snap that up. I'm gonna catch a couple hours of Z's here,
Okay.
so I'll be ending this stream pretty quick
right.
here.
Yeah, I got to go refill my coffee and stuff too. That's fine. It was a good chatting.
Yep. We'll talk to you soon.
Maybe I'll make
Keep
that
well.
my little EDC video today.
I'm going to go check out a few things. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Stay safe. Stay aware, everyone.
Y'all have a good night.